Greetings, entities and guardians. My name is HyperHimes, and welcome back to Cookie Run OvenBreak. This is potentially the finale. I'm pretty sure it is the finale of the Save the Future event, at least for Chapter 1. And what I mean by that, if we go over to our... Oh, actually, I got a breakout reward. Hold on, let me pick this up real quick. I gotta get my free crystals, you know? Well, technically free, but I have to spend my time running. Ooh, I can upgrade you at that point. I'll take that. But anyway, back to it. Yes, I will exchange that because I love everyone. If we go to the Save the Future event, not only is there barely any many days on it left, for at least, basically only 5 days until the next chapter gets unlocked, but as you can see, we are 82.2% through, and we only need one more prototype. So I'm pretty sure after collecting this one prototype, we will be fully completed. Now, judging by what I need to try and get unlocked, it is going to actually take me more than one run. Because let's say, even if I do run with a bonus mission of either Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, at bare minimum, I can probably get like 95. So I'm going to have to do one run on camera, another run off camera, and then after that, I'm going to record the cutscene. And then after that, I'll record the last one with my daily mission bonus, and then it'll be all fine there. So let's first set this up into the clock square, which I'm pretty sure said Ion Cookie Robot, which is definitely an interesting choice because I barely run with them. Last time I remember running with them is when I got their baby costume, which there you are. Oh, and I can upgrade you too? Well, why not? And your magic candy's level 3, beautiful. I saw your little skill picture take a little bit to load there, but yes. Oh, by the way, let me just pick this up right here just so I can get some rainbow cubes. Those are definitely important. And yeah, let's just go ahead. Oh, gotta draw my card. There it is. Nice. Oh, the fireball too. Oh, extra jumps. Oh, this will be interesting. But okay. Anyway, let's continue on with the firing like how we've always done it before in the past. I've always, every single time that, like, this little, like, well, it's actually not little, it's very, relatively big. This cookie bot, like, the clock bot appears, I always want to see how fast I can always, like, defeat it. Like, and I wonder if, like, that can be, like, considered a cookie run record. Like, oh, this is the fastest time this person has defeated the string gummy cookie clock bots. I want that to be a thing, but then again, I don't think that's actually going to be a thing because, who thinks of it like that as a record? Like, now that I think about it, you know what would be a cool idea for a video? Cookie Run boss rushes. Like, if there's a boss that, like a mini boss that appears in, like, a cookie skill, or in regards to, like, you know, Island of Memories, but let's say specifically for more skill. Let's say you have to fight, like, a mini boss to a defeat. So, for example, at least the ones at the top of my head that I can think of are, you know, with String Gummy Cookie, you have, you know, the Clock Bot. With Lilac Cookie, you have, like, the alleyway, like, clubbing idiots who are just trying to steal from you. And then you gotta hit him with the, clubbing, the discs that, Lilac has. I'm just drawing a blank because I'm an absolute pleb. But okay, back here. Oh yeah, I forgot, this is how this school works. But things like that. If there ever appears to be, like, some sort of mini-boss that, like, appears when a cookie skill activates, I'd like to do a video on that, just like a quick boss rush round. And if I want to show off all the bosses, technically I would have to do every single boss in Island of Memories, which that's going to take a lot of time. But then again, that actually would be a pretty fun video to do. I don't think there'd be much commentary with it, because I kind of, you know, I would have mostly done commentary for bosses like that before, but I don't know. Well, specifically, I have shown off, like, what, 1 or 2 boss fights with the Island of Memory things that I've done with, specifically, Hero Cookie, and I've shown all of them off with Cheerleader Cookie. But, yeah, only 35, too, for that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run the Machine Room level. I'm going to go ahead and get my bonus, because as you can see, we won't have enough, because it requires 1,200, and we only have 1,142. So I'm going to run the Machine Room with Bellflower, and then after that, I'm going to get the cutscene on camera, and then the next on camera after we're done with, like, this whole reveal, and we unlock the final piece of the story, which should be until Chapter 2 comes out. Then, hopefully we can get some answers solved for us. Okay, I'm not even lying, we actually hit 1,200 on the dot. I literally ran with both String Gummy Cookie and Bellflower Cookie in the Machine Room, and I only got 42, but it was just enough to unlock the final piece. I didn't even need a bonus mission, but it's literally just enough. It was just at the very tip of the point meter that I needed. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is the last thing that we need, which is one special cookie chest, which is pretty interesting. But this is it. This is the end of Chapter 1. But obviously, there's going to be a cutscene after, but I'm really curious on how all this is going to close until the next chapter appears. So, let's see how this works. It's so bright. Where did he go now? No matter where I go, all I'm met with is cookies who've already gotten their time manipulator stolen. That string gummy cookie is quite the hard-working cookie. So much like you, in a sense. Stop smirking and snap out of it. Even if it isn't true for your future where he's from, you're still the director of the TBD here. And that is precisely why I am leaving him be. What? Are you saying you think the time manipulators need to be destroyed too? Not at all. I just happen to have seen the future string gummy cookie came from. You know about all this? Then you can let me know about what's going on. Now. That would only ruin the fun. But I will let you in on a single hint. String gummy cookie is the second most knowledgeable cookie when it comes to your time manipulator, after yourself. Timekeeper cookie, come back! I quite enjoy the convenience of these time manipulators. Now we will have an easier job and time finding the right cookies for the job. I just need to check the applicants' futures and pick the best ones. If it wasn't for cookies like you, I probably wouldn't have to go around destroying these. Hey, who are you? Why did you take my time manipulator? This should be the last one around here. Did you see any cookie carrying a long gummy stick rifle? That cookie snatched my time manipulator. So he's already been here. That means all my prototypes are broken. Does String Gummy Cookie return to the future? No. If what Timekeeper's cookie said is true, he probably knows there is a device controlling the time manipulators. I have to go to the clock square. Why isn't he here? I was certain he'd come back to destroy the central clock. Since I'm the only one who can enter it, I was planning on catching that cookie when he tried to break it open. Or maybe he knew I'd be waiting and went somewhere else instead. But where could he have gone then? If it were me, I would have gone to destroy the schematics so that the time manipulators couldn't be remade. The maintenance station! So this is the maintenance station I've heard so much about. This is how it looks, huh? No, this isn't the time for sightseeing. The director said the schematic will be right here. Here we go. Now I just need to... String Gummy Cookie, please, listen to me. Since all the time manipulators are destroyed, you have time to wait just for a moment. What do you want? I know you're trying to change the future. I have spent quite some time trying to fix messed up timelines, but thanks to the cookie I traveled with, I learned many things. Maybe the reason you're working this hard is to save cookies precious to you, just like Gingerbrave is always doing. Maybe I could help. If you just tell me how the future changed, I could fix the time manipulator to avoid that. It's no use. I can fix my future, but I can't change it. Wait! I did it. It's finally over. My schematics. Gone. I'll just make a new one. I invented it myself so I can redo it, even if it takes time. Then I would have to destroy that too. I still don't believe the future will end up like you claim. While I didn't expect this to happen, I did prepare for contingencies. I already know there is a central control system, plus the fact that you're the only one who maintains it too. The director said you would help us if you listened, when I had finished destroying all the devices, but I'm not too sure myself. I refuse to help! Why would the director think I'd help you? She'd know better than anyone. What's that supposed to mean? The director in the future is you, Croissant Cookie. To be continued in Chapter 2. You gotta be kidding me!
Oh my gosh, there's so much to talk about.
Okay, hold on. Let me just set up for level 3 just so I can get... Am I gonna need more prototypes for the next part? Unsealed. So I can enter it, but it's like no more, it's not locked anymore. And as you can see, this said that this is now 100%. But okay, so there's stuff to unravel here. Mainly, apparently, the director in the future, at least for String Gummy Cookie's timeline, is Croissant Cookie herself. What? See, it's so weird, because half of my brain is like, What, was this not obvious? The director that we, like, in the timeline that Croissant Cookie lives in right now, technically they're still the director, but they changed as a new cookie from Croissant to Timekeeper. So they're still the same, but they're different. And also they live in a timeline where, well, they're not the same, because Croissant Cookie decided to choose to not be Timekeeper and become the director, but instead continue on focusing to become the best mechanic. But I still don't understand, because it's hard to explain, because apparently there's like, oh, I'm so confused. So let me try and just take this one step at a time. So technically, in a big aspect, we're going to have 3 Croissant Cookies. The normal one, the Croissant Cookie who decide to evolve to become the Master Time, being Timekeeper Cookie, and the new Croissant Cookie that is the director, who also Timekeeper is the director in the universe that Croissant Cookie is in. But they're just not the same. But I guess the same can also be said with the dimension that String Gummy Cookie is in, because their director is also No, they're not. The director isn't Croissant. No, what the? Their director is Croissant Cookie, but is it the same Croissant Cookie? Is this like gonna be a new Croissant Cookie, or is this like referring to the costume that the new super epic costume that Croissant Cookie has? Because if that's the case, then that would be an interesting thing to think. Yeah, it's hard for me to explain, I know, but I feel like this is actually a lot more simple than it seems. It's so hard to, like, wrap my head around, because now there's just so many different versions of Croissant that I don't even know what's going on anymore. Why the heck does time have to be so confusing? Why? But I guess it's one of those things where now, like, even though we beat Chapter 1, and I was just like, oh, well, maybe at the end we can actually get some more answers solved, and maybe, like, answer some stuff. But now I'm left with more questions. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, I understand, like, you know, the plot, like, you know, alternate dimensions and alternate universes. But still, it's so hard to wrap my brain around when, like, you have to take into consideration, like, apparently, well, it's so hard, especially since I can't explain anymore. My brain is under a loop. I need a hug. Can someone please hug me? Oh my gosh. Like, my brain actually hurts. I seriously need a hug from someone right now, because I cannot comprehend what my brain is going through. Sheesh. Alright. Okay, so before I end this video, let me get this, because apparently I think I got a new score from that, which that was the last thing I expected. But, before I end this video, I really am excited for what Chapter 2 has to offer for us. And I'm not sure if we'll have to run some new maps, or there's going to be new commies available, what the new cookie will be, or if the new cookie is just going to be a completely different one that's still Croissant Cookie, but it's named differently. But as you can see, for example, if I go here, it could just be Croissant in this new costume, the Croissant Cookie director of the TBD, which... Is this technically a spoiler? Was this just like, oh, the answer was in front of us this whole time? This is the director of the TBD and String Gummy Cookies dimension. Was this the answer to us the whole time? Was it just in front of us? How do you explain this then? I don't know. And I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I just need to end this video and I need to take a breather. If you did enjoy this video, then please be sure to leave a like on it, and also share with your friends for more Cookie Run content. And if you enjoy my content in general, why not subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't yet, or you want to, hit the bell icon next to the subscribe button to receive all my notifications on this YouTube channel in the near future. And last but certainly not least, why not check out my merchandise in the description. I'm not forcing you to buy anything, I'm just saying there might be something interesting in the shop that you might be interested in. But above else, I will see you entities and guardians in the next video, and hopefully soon in Chapter 2 of this story. Hail the Hypenese.